right. Want to do a quick video. I hear some crazy noise, police. I don't know, some weird junk. So pretty much, these some pickups. I mean, meaning to do some videos. I got a lot of videos that I haven't done with games I've had for a little while. So I wanted to do a good stack of them. First off, let me show some games that I'm currently playing. Still playing Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. That's annoying me. My daughter, she marked it. I gotta clean it off if I can. If not, I'm gonna have to get a new case for it. Put like a crappy game in it. But Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Uh, Thoroughly enjoying the game. I think I'm on chapter 11 or something like that. It's opening up to a lot of things. Check my streams. I've been streaming it uh, up until, it's a bunch of videos. So be aware of that. I've been showing everything that I've been doing with it. Um, Thoroughly enjoying this game. I took a little break for a minute. Wanted to play something else. You'll see what game I've been playing. But Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, great RPG game that I think you'll thoroughly enjoy. Next game was a sleeper. I kind of seen the game and I got it and I started playing it. And that game is The Tourist. This is pretty cool. Let me take the slip cover off. All right. Have a little sleeve on it as well. It's pretty much the same thing, just a sleeve that's on it. This is a very fun game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Started playing it, couldn't stop playing it. So pretty much in this game, you play as this tourist who goes to this Monument Island. So you go to Monument Island and a boat drops you off and you find out about this island, the secrets of this island, what leads you to other islands. So you go to these other islands and you get items from certain places and they give you like certain missions as well. It has the look of a what you call it? It's like a simplistic look, but not really. It's not like a simple type game. It has for the PS4 and the PS5 as well. I think I got the PS4 edition. It's a cool game. That you play as this guy. You go to these different islands. You help them out. You go diving, you go canoeing as you see, and you solve these puzzles in these games, and they have these little mini games as well on this island. You have a canoeing mini game, you have other mini games. You go to these islands and you solve these things. You may get something from one island and it helps you out in another island. And they have some real island names in the game, like Fiji, Santorini, some other places too. It's pretty cool. The mini games are cool. You have an arcade as well. You can play some old arcade games. This is a hard game. Some of the like puzzles and stuff is pretty hard. I was very surprised. But I thoroughly have been enjoying it. I've been streaming it. Check my past streams. Follow the channel. I stream occasionally. Also do pickups like you see right now. But I thoroughly enjoyed this game. The Tourist, as you can see, the different characters you interact with. Very fun game. I definitely recommend this game. It was sold out on Super Rare, so you probably have to go on if I'm not mistaken, I think it's currently sold out. You can check, but you probably have to get it on the secondary market. But very fun game. Next game, I don't know too much about, but it piqued my interest for a while, and I see it had a pretty good price for it, so I picked it up, and that is Atari Mania, made by Atari. So pretty much, I don't know too much about it, but let's look at it. Save the past from becoming history. You play as a caretaker of an Atari Vault, storehouse of classic Atari games. One night, the dead pixel appears, and soon enough, all heck breaks loose. Cult classic games begin to warp, mutate, and combine into a series of increasingly crazy challenges. If it's up to you to fight back the pixels and other surprising villains and restore order to the vault. So pretty much you're going to be playing, seems like you're going to be restoring order to the vault, and you're going to be playing like these Atari style games that are somewhat up to date, but it reminiscent of those old Atari games, the look, the play style, and everything. So Uh, looks like a very cool game. Wanted to pick that up, so I picked it up. Next game is a very good game from software. I wanted to get this edition. I had another one, but I wanted this one, and that is Bloodborne Game of the Year edition. So I wanted this edition. If you don't know, if you get the regular one, it's just the regular game. This one comes with the DLC, the Nightmares Bloodborne with the Old Hunters expansion. You want that, and it's on the actual disc. So you want to get this version of it. Very good Souls-like game. Um, Very cool game, especially with the DLC, which they did very good with. Glad to able glad I'm able to get this edition. Um, been looking at it. It was a good price, and I was like, let me pick that up. I think VGP did some more copies, reprinted some copies or whatever they did, and I was like, let me get my hands on that. So I'm glad I was able to. This was the last one too. I thought it was joking. I went on the site. It says one more, and I bought it. I went back on, and it was sold out. So I was glad. I'm the person that got the last copy of that on the site recently. So don't be mad with me. But yeah, this is the Bloodborne Game of the Year edition. Next game. Um, this game here, I have the. I'll probably show it on a later date. Another video, but I don't feel like grabbing it right now. This is the PS4 version. I have the Switch edition of it. I had ordered the PS4, no, the PS5, and they sent me a Switch one. I was pissed off, so I ordered the PS4 one, and that is Tiding, The Legend of Tiding. So this game is like a beat 'em up style game. You explore dazzling streets, colonial Japanese Taiwan in the early 20th century. You play as Lao Tiding, a vigilant of Taipei City and wanted by the colonial Japanese authorities. Rob the rich, feed the poor. So it's like, you know, um, you rob the rich and steal the poor. I can't even think of the character name. I can picture it. Robin Hood. So you're like the Robin Hood of Taiwan, pretty much. Um, Pretty much, you rob rich, feed the poor, fight the justice in the streets of the early 20th century Taipei of Taiwan, legendary outlaw. Play as Taipei, real life Robin Hood. Oh, they got it right there. The outlaw Leo Tai explore authentic recreation of the 20th century Taipei. Incredibly kung fu action includes soaring dragon, one inch punch. Battle against deadly courtesans, greedy business, and military leaders. So, which interested me again. I like the look of it and the style of it, and I was like, yo, let me get that. I always like kung fu and beat 'em ups as well, so that this was right up my alley. Pick this up. It's getting, the prices steadily rising since they had it on limited run, but it's off there now, so it's on the secondary market, so the price has been going up. So pick that up if you can. Either way, either if you get the Switch or the PS4 or PS5 version. I wanted PS4. If I get PS4 PS5, I'm gonna get the PS4 version, so I was glad I'm able to pick that up. The next game, I've been picking up a lot of these games, a lot of these series of these games, either PS4 or Xbox. I've been picking them all up, and that's Transformers game. And I was able to get this Transformers Devastation. Heard this is a very good game. I'm glad I was able to pick this up. Crush some metal, epic combiner battles, high octane combat, new melee. This is a platinum game. They are involved with it. It's going to be a pretty good game. The price has been steadily, it's been going up somewhat. This is a very good game. I don't know if this has the voice acting of the original people, but very cool game. I know a little bit about it, but I was glad I was able to pick this up. Pick this up if you can. Transformers Devastation. I think I have it on the Xbox as well, but glad to have this on the PS4. Next game. This is like I guess a shoot 'em up. I guess you would say. You would never know from how it looked. And that game is Freedom Finger. Like it's a wild game. Probably the producer or whoever son is the cover. You play as this finger that's going through the galaxy, I guess, and shooting. It's like a shoot 'em up style game, but you're playing as a finger. So it's a wild looking game. I think it would be probably worth somewhat something in the future. Pick this game. I've always seen it, but I was glad I was able to pick this up. That's Freedom Finger. Next game. I wanted to pick this game up. I heard a little bit about it, and that game is Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. So pretty much, let's look at it. In this game, you battle Chef Brigade pairs combo-based hunting and puzzle-based cooking in a hand-drawn fantasy. Cook your way to the brigade while subduing vicious, destructive monsters, following Minya Thrash in their culinary adventure. So it has a story campaign where you pretty much, from my understanding, you fight against these monsters. You get these monsters. You get these body parts and whatnot from these monsters, and other things as well. And you fight the monsters in different biomes, hunt for ingredients, you cook dishes, over 200 fantasy recipes across the delectable cuisines, and you challenge chefs. So you're fighting these monsters, you creating these cuisines, and you're battling chefs to become, I guess, pretty much the supreme chef. Uh, Supreme Chef, pretty much. So it looked pretty cool, the concept and everything, and it has a lot of different things about it, as far as the fighting, the cooking, the everything. So I wanted to pick that up. It looked like a pretty cool game. Glad I was able to pick this game up as well. Next game, I think I got this game on the Switch, and I wanted to get the PS4 version, and that is Earth Knight. Like a pretty cool game. You play as this girl. I don't know too much about it. Sydney and Stanley had enough. Earth Knight is an illustrated, procedurally generated platformer that takes place in a dystopian future just after the dragon apocalypse. Sydney and Stanley have had enough, and they've decided to skydive back down to the planet, taking out many dragons that they can. So, okay, pretty much I see that you're like it says you're that is a very famous looking dragon, if you from back in the day, if you know. Jump and dash your way across backs of dragons on your way down to Earth in a 2D side-scrolling action. Unlock more than 25 gameplay alternate power-ups that will aid you in the journey as you slay the dragons and discover secrets. Experience unique run no matter how many times you play. Near infinite variation of hand-designed, procedurally generated levels. So it's always different, pretty much. And it looks like a pretty cool platformer. Looks pretty cool. Glad I was able to get my hands on this. I have this for the Switch as well, but I wanted it for the PS4, and it was a very good price. I'm glad I'm able to pick that up. Like a pretty cool platformer style game. Next game. Wanted to get this game. Always was somewhat a fan of this anime, and I'm glad I was able to get this, and that is JoJo Bizarre Adventure: Eyes of Heaven. So this is about the JoJo Star family. It's about JoJo Bizarre anime, and you have all the characters from that anime, an exclusive story, intense 2 versus 2 gameplay, and online co-op fighting. So and it also had the bonus DLC inside. So that's pretty cool. You have that game with the DLC included. That's why I was glad I was able to get this for a pretty good price. I think this will definitely be expensive in the future. JoJo games usually be pretty expensive, and I love fighting games, and I love that JoJo anime as well. So pick this up if you can. That is that JoJo. The price is steadily increasing for this game as well. So be on the lookout for that. Next game, next game. I don't think I showed this. Maybe I. Well, who cares? All right. The next game is Persona 5 Tactica PST. I think I got the. They did the same thing, Amazon, but this was Amazon. This one, I ordered the Switch, or I ordered the PS4 version. Right, first time I ordered it from either Amazon or Best Buy, and they sent me the Switch because I guess they had it marked wrong, but they should have still honored it. I probably could have fought it or whatever, and they had it for like $20, and they sent me the Switch version. So later on, I waited for a pretty good price for the PS4 version, and I was able to get that, and it has the upgrade as well. So um, Persona Persona 5 Tactica PST. So it's dealing with the Persona style gameplay. Ignite your fire in your heart. Pretty much join the Phantom of Thieves as they lead a uprising against Heart in a thrilling combat adventure and set in a Persona iconic universe. So pretty much lead an emotional revolution, build your dream squad, and dynamic tactical combat. So it's like the tactical style gameplay in the Persona world. So I'm glad I was able to get this. If you're a Persona fan and a tactics type fan, you'll thoroughly enjoy this game. Glad I was able to get this. Next game, next game. This game, I got it. I don't even have it's a VR game, but the Adult Swim games have been steadily, I think, going to definitely increase because they pulled them off of the PlayStation Store. So you're unable to get them unless you have them physically, if you don't already have them. And that's Adult Swim games. Look up those games for the PlayStation. They're definitely going to be going up. I have a few more, but it's in a few other piles. But this video is pretty long, so I'll do another video eventually. But that game is PlayStation VR game, Rick and Morty, virtually Rickality. So it's a Rick and Morty game, but VR game as well. And you see, as you can see, you'll know Adult Swim games, and this is one I think will definitely increase, just because it's a Rick and Morty game. I think in the future this will be very sought after. Um, um, Not only, but just because it's Rick and Morty, plus it's Adult Swim as well. So do stuff for Rick in VR. Experience life as a Morty clone and help Rick with his bizarre experiments. Step through portals to strange world. Use your hands to solve puzzles and get yelled at by Rick in a fully voice acted 3D adventure. So that's pretty cool. It has the actors and the voicing from the actual show Rick and Morty, and it's VR. So it's VR's for the first VR for the PS4. So pick that up. I think this will definitely increase in the future. So pick that up. Like, it's a pretty good game. Let me show a couple more games. I got two more. Might as well show these off. Let me grab it. All right. So next game. I've been looking at this game for a while, and I was glad to get my hands on it. I don't know why I didn't get it last time, because I had it in my cart. I think somebody bought it, so I found it again for a pretty good price, and that game is Assault Suit Linus. So pretty much like a pretty cool game, just Assault Suit Squad Scramble. So pretty much I don't know too much about it, but it's like you're in this mech. I always like mech style games, and it looks like almost like it reminds me of what's the name of that game? I can't even think of it. God dang it, man. Like that twin stick shooter game. I can't even think of the name of it, but you're this army. I'm trying to see if I see it anywhere. That game. Besides the point, but you playing this mech game. I seen a little bit about it. I'm kind of forgetting about it. But you're these mechs and you're going against other mechs and you're fighting them. Like, it's a pretty cool game. I like the concept of it, and it looks pretty cool, and it reminds me of those old Neo Geo style games. Um, that's what really made me pick it up. I like how it looks. It looks like a shooter, twin stick shooter type game. Um, that looks pretty cool, man. Let's see if we got anything. Nah, but looks pretty cool. Pick that up. Salt Suit Minos. All right. Next game. Is it look like it's a pretty cool pretty cool game. I got it. It has a very good pricing on it. They have deals at Walmart with a lot of games, and I was able to get this game. It's a Soul style game. I'm glad I was able to pick it up for like $20. When it originally came out, it was like $70. So it's like if you like those Souls style games, you'll love this game. And that game is Lords of the Fallen. Got it for like $20. They have a lot of deals at Walmart, but they're at particular certain, it depends on your region or if the availability of the game. So be aware of that. And that is Lords of the Fallen. It's a Soul style game. The first and true next gen Souls like game, best looking action RPG to date. So it heard a lot of good things about it. It's similar to a Soul style game, and it's not, and it's a good game. Um, you see this game, if you're able to get it, $20, why not take a chance on it. So I've heard very good things about it, and I'm glad I was able to get it for a good price. A PS5 game for $20. So glad I was able to get that. So that's pretty much it. Going to be it for the video. I'll try to stream more, much as I can, and do some pickups because it's been backing up like crazy. I got stacks and stacks, and some games I just put it in my collection, and maybe I'll show it off at a later date or sometime. But these are some I picked up not too long ago, and I was like, I had them in a stack, and I was like, let me go ahead and do a video on them. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, subscribe, follow, dislike, leave a comment if you have any suggestions or you want to hear more about certain things that you saw or any questions. Just leave a comment, send a message. That's gonna be it for this video, and see you guys next time.